How are you doing today? How's everybody doing today? I am back on another live. This is my fourth day in a row, and I'm really pumped about our conversation today. And I am once again on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, and I'm going to be kind of looking back and forth to both, but I am excited to be here. And no matter what platform you're connecting with me on, I would love to hear how your day is going, how your week is going. Happy hump day. Drop in the message box like where you're connecting in from. What is maybe something you're working on today that you're really excited about? Can I help you create momentum for the rest of the week? It is the midweek and we want to end the week strong, right? So I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from, something that you're working on today that you're really excited about to really create momentum for the rest of the week. And I'm just going to sit in this for a moment and just settle in. Just settle in and just be with all of you right now. Being really intentional with just being here, not thinking about what I have to do later today or tomorrow or what I've done so far. I really want to just be here with all of you. So thank you for hanging with me. And if you're watching this recording, let me know what resonated with you the most. If it really resonated, DM me, connect with me, share it with someone that you think it would be really highly effective for, that would create a lot of inspiration and hope and just momentum forward for them, because that's what these lives are really about. The last few days is to inspire you, not just to motivate you, but really inspire you to action. Because the end of the year is easy to slide into the end of the year and not do as much. We have so much going on the end of the year, but it's so important to do things that really allow you to create momentum going into next year. And those that do this now have a lot more success creating momentum for the things they desire in the new year. So what are we talking about today? What are we talking about? And all these things that we've been talking about the last 3 to 4 days have just been downloads I've gotten from my life personally, professionally, from people I've been connecting with, that I just feel just intuitively that all of you need to hear. So again, let me know your thoughts on this. Today, we're talking about, are you being purposely penetrating during your day? Are you being purposely penetrating during your day? And what do I mean by that? I think it's a great conversation right now because, again, we're going into a season where a lot of us feel we're already busy, quote unquote, which is a whole nother topic. Does that make you more productive because you're busier? That's going to be another topic. A lot of us and a lot of people that follow me are already busy doing a lot of things. And then the holidays bring on just an extra thing that we have to add to our schedule and can feel overwhelming. And this is when we really need to be looking at, are we being powerful? Are we being potent? Are we being penetrating, influential in our life for others, in our literally our small to bigger tasks throughout our day? And I'm going to use myself as an example. Just today, I had a lot of things, quote, on my list. Like I literally, it's already only 1:45 my time, and I've already been just taking in so much information and connecting with a lot of people. I feel like I'm like, sipping through a fire hose, right? How many of you have had that feeling? Right? And sometimes it's good, but you're just like, oh my gosh, it's just like trying to organize all the information and all the connections and all the communication, all the things that you've had going on, right? That's happened to me today, and it's all been good. But again, it can feel a little overwhelming, like all the stuff I'm taking and all the to-dos. I don't really call it to-dos when I do things. I call it, my energy list versus my to-do list. That's how I train people, because I believe that we need to look more at energy lists versus to-do lists. But with that being said, I, like anyone, have days where I'm sipping through a fire hose or I have a lot going on. And this is when we often need to be thinking about, and again, going into the holiday season, are we just running through these activities, everyone? Because, really look at, why are you doing them? For one, are you doing because you feel like you should? It looks good. Are you really being present with the activities? And if you are going to be busier this time of year, how can you create more purposeful potency? How can you create more purposeful penetration in the activities you're doing? Because when you are doing that, when you're being purposeful and really clearing out everything else around you and being purposefully penetrating in that exact moment, whatever moment you're in, and being really fully intentionally present, that activity, that action, that connection with someone goes so much more powerfully, everyone. To me, purposely penetrating your activities, no matter how busy you are, but especially when you're busy, is kind of like intention plus. That you not only want to be present and intentional in that activity, but that you want to see something happen in that activity, whether it be for you, whether it be for the person that you're interacting with. Okay, being intentional, being present doesn't really do anything for you unless you are really connecting to why you're doing it or what you truly want the outcome to be, right? And sometimes you don't always know what the outcome is going to be, but you know why you're doing the task that's somehow important to you. So that's something, okay, everybody? Being purposely penetrating with each activity that you do, slicing in, honing, critiquing, really curating the activity where you're not only being intentional with that activity for the day, you're being present, but you're actually looking at why am I being intentional? How can I curate this and get the maximum benefit for me, the person or persons I'm with, to get the most out of it? That is what I mean by penetrating, everybody. Another word for it, it's one of my favorite words, become one of my favorite words. One of my coaching colleagues uses it a lot, potent. Okay. This is intention plus. This is being present plus. What is your motive? What is your why behind the activities that you're doing that day? How can you stay present and get and maximize that particular activity that you have that you're doing right now for yourself or for others around you? It's not just being about intentional, it's about being penetrating and potent in that moment so everyone around you, including you, get the most out of it, everyone. This is such a huge concept. And when we're busy, it's really hard for us to be not only intentional, but be really penetrating in the moment, right? How many of us have been around people that you can tell their mind is someplace else? Like they're either thinking about something that they just did and they need to be thinking about it more, or they have something that they need to get to next and they're not even being present. Okay, we all have felt that. But how many of you have felt someone that you were doing an engagement with, an activity with, just connecting with, and you not only felt that they were really interested in you, that they were really present with you, that they were really being intentional, but you felt magic happen? Something just started shifting in you and them. That's what I mean by being penetrating. That's what I mean about being potent. Really get this, everyone. This is intention and being present plus. That there's a why, there's something behind this interaction that you want to see happen, that you're bringing your greatest essence to the moment, to that very moment. And by the way, it doesn't have to be something huge like you're speaking to 5,000 people. It could be just a connection with a friend. It could be just cleaning up your kitchen sink and having a connection with your kid who's helping you. Are you being purposely intentional there? But are you penetrating that conversation? Are you penetrating that environment so both of you get something out of it? During this time when we're really busy, I'm going to encourage all of you to not be thinking ahead to the next activity. Be potent, penetrating in the moment you're in. And what you'll find by the end of the day, you're not as tired from all the activities that you're doing throughout the day because you were so present in the things that you were doing. Half the reason why we have low energy by the end of the day, there's many reasons, everybody. Many reasons: physical, emotional, mental, not setting healthy boundaries. There's so much, and we can talk about that later. But one of the things is we're not being intentional in the activities that we're doing. We're trying to be there and then think of something else. It's exhausting. Okay. So being purposeful and intentional and then dialing in it even more and wanting something to shift in an interaction will make you not only have higher energy at the end of the day, it's going to help you really have powerful actions during your day. How many of you also have gotten done with 20 things in a day and you feel half of them were crappy or they didn't go well, or you're gonna have to go back and do them again tomorrow, or they just weren't things that you really wanted to do? This is what I'm talking about, you guys. When you get purposeful, intentional, and then get penetrating an activity, you not only become more productive in that activity, whether it be personal or professional, you guys, business or family or otherwise, right? But it's also going to help you stay in high energy by the end of the night. You're like, wow, I had all these things I had to do today, but I'm still feeling really good because you were present and penetrating in that moment of that activity, everyone. It's so important to get this concept. And side note, for those of you that really get busy this time of year and you're finding you're doing 20 things every day, that's not a good thing. Okay. None of us need to do 20 things every day. To be penetrating and potent, as I said, we all go through ebbs and flows of busyness, and we can still be penetratingly potent, okay, even when we're busy. But being busy every day with 20 things, no one can be effective in their activities when we're doing that every day. This is where I look at energy lists, not to-do lists. That is a side note, okay? That is a side note. You want to really be honest with the things you have on your to-do list. Why are you doing them? Again, this is a whole nother live that I could go through, that half the things on our list we can cut out because we either don't need to do them, we're doing them for other reasons that are actually not effective or appropriate, or doing it because of trauma and old beliefs, doing it because it looks good, a lot of reasons. But no matter what, looking at your energy list, right, your to-do list, you will find most of the time you can cut half of it out. You don't have to do it, or you can delegate it, right? To stay purposeful, intentional, and penetrating and potent, you want to do things that align with your purpose and your values, but also are your things that you're good at. That also helps you become more productive. It also helps you become more penetrating. It also helps you have high energy by the end of the day. You guys, when I'm doing things that are aligned with my core values, aligned with the things I'm good with, if I have 20 things in a day, but they're all aligned with those things and the things I'm good at, I'm high energy by the end of the day. If I'm doing 20 things in a day and half of them I'm not either good at, I don't have energy for it, or I just put too much in my day, I am feeling low energy by the end of the day. And then I'm having to do everything over again. I'm having to do everything over again because I didn't do it quality. Okay, you guys, so I know I'm kind of going on some tangents here. First point, being purposeful, intentional in every moment, every activity of your day is going to help you be more effective and give you high energy by the end of the day. But dial it in and do intention, purpose plus by being penetrating and potent. What is your why behind that activity? What kind of connection? What does the outcome you want to have with this? It's going to help you dial in your frequency and shift things that happen so powerfully, everybody. It's going to shift things that happen powerfully in that moment to the next level. So if you are busy that day, you're gonna have high energy and a lot more productivity that you see you actually were able to accomplish that day. But also being super honest, are you packing too much in for the day? Because don't wait till January 1 where you crash and burn because you feel like you have to suck it up and do all this, okay? Half the stuff you can take out. But even on the days that you can't take it out, if you're doing things that are aligned with you, your purpose, your values, you're connecting with people that light you up, you're doing activities that light you up, you are going to naturally be more penetrating, not just intentional and purposeful. And there's three things that I would say that will help you do this even more. I'm going to end with this, and then you guys can DM me, let me know if this is something that really resonated with you. But also I just want to end with at least 3 tips of things that we need to look at to help you dial in a little bit more and be purposeful, penetrating, purposely potent in your day in, day out. Go through your core values and your gifts, and are the activities aligned with any of that, okay? Knowing how to do that is sometimes needing support from a coach. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Knowing how to regulate your system if you have a lot going on and you're feeling a little bit discombobulated and you have to go on to the next activity and you want to be penetrating, knowing how to do that, how to regulate your emotions so you can go into the next activity and be high vibe and penetrating and potent and present. That's something I work with clients. Knowing how to shift that environment in the new activity. Okay, what is your why behind it? What do you want to shift to your favor, and how to shift it to your favor to become more penetrating and potent? That is something I also teach, okay? If you guys want more information on that, DM me. We can connect on that, on how to be more potent and penetrating, how to get back into it after you've gotten done with one activity and going into another, okay? What do you want to be potent and penetrating in? All that is stuff that I believe you have to know how to do. And sometimes we don't know how to do that on our own. So DM me the word penetrating today if you are interested in connecting with me in just hearing more about how you can do that, because I'm here to support you guys. I want you guys to be intentional, powerful, productive, high performers, and have a lot of energy by the end of the day. Don't we all want that, personally and professionally? Be purposely penetrating and purposely potent today. And if you don't know how to do that, DM me. Let's get you started on that. Because I'm telling you, by the end of the day, you'll notice you're more productive, more high performing, more high energy. You're going to go to bed falling on your bed going, wow, that was a good day. Let me know your thoughts on this. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I will see you again tomorrow with another great topic. I love all of you. Mwah.